Good afternoon. I'm Dana Tyler. This is your CBS2 News Update. The NYPD is searching for a man with a machete who is attacking and robbing women in Queens. This is a surveillance video showing the suspect. Police say he has attacked and robbed at least 5 women in the past 2 weeks in Astoria. Police say his victims are in their 20s and his nighttime crime pattern is to flash the machete, demand cash, and then run off. In one attack, the suspect put a woman in a chokehold, stole her purse, and took off. In another, he punched a woman in the back of her head and choked her before running off with her wallet. Here's reaction in the neighborhood.
That's very scary. I mean, I'm not going to stop myself from living my life just because something like this happens. I'm going to be more aware.
The suspect is described as a man in his early 20s, thin, about 6 feet tall. Some of the victims were roughed up during the attacks, but police say only one of them was treated at a hospital for cuts and scrapes. It was another morning on New Jersey Transit with canceled and delayed trains, and for commuters that made frayed nerves on top of all of their anger and frustration from the past few days. Today, Governor Murphy, just back from vacation, hit the ground running and met with NJ Transit officials to see what can be improved. CBS 2's Janelle Burrell has the story.
Governor Murphy called for this meeting with New Jersey Transit board members here at their headquarters in Newark. He is now taking full responsibility, he says, for the mess that the agency is in.
It's abysmal, and it's a shame that we have to go through this each and every day. We got to invest in our infrastructure, and we got to get back to where we need to be.
We asked commuters what they would like to say to Governor Murphy and New Jersey Transit officials, and their answers telling of their frustration after a week plagued by cancellations, delays that have been even worse than usual.
Yes, it's horrible.
We're really getting tired of this.
And I sincerely hope the governor can come to some agreement with New Jersey Transit how to improve service, because this has been a challenge.
The governor's meeting happening behind closed doors at New Jersey Transit's headquarters in Newark.
This is not acceptable. Period, full stop. The buck stops with us, but we can and must do a better job sooner.
The governor taking responsibility for the failures of the troubled system, asking riders not to take their frustrations out on transit employees.
Under no circumstances, and I understand the frustration and the anger, let us please not take this out physically or even aggressively, verbally on the folks that you're dealing with.
After taking office in January, Governor Murphy called for an audit of the transit system, and he requested it be done within 100 days. More than 200 days have now passed, and the audit has yet to be completed. Meanwhile, state lawmakers are calling for their own hearing, calling for transit leaders to come up with a plan to fix the mess. Riders left caught in the middle, tired of paying for service they say is inadequate and unacceptable.
I live in Trenton, and I've been waiting here about 2 hours.
It's really frustrating because they should have a really better system.
Now, of course, all of these issues with the transit system started several years ago, but as far as riders are concerned, it's Governor Murphy's problem now to fix it. In Newark, Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.
We have an update on the ambush shooting of 2 undercover police officers in Camden, New Jersey. There is now a $20,000 reward being offered for information leading to an arrest and conviction. Investigators say the officers were shot Tuesday night while waiting at a red light in their unmarked car. Up to 25 bullets started flying toward the male and female officers. Police have not released their names. One was shot in the hand, the other in the arm, and both are expected to fully recover. A Long Island woman is facing felony charges for allegedly teaching life-saving skills without a license. Investigators tell us Sophia Clark's nursing license was revoked 6 years ago, but that she doctored her license to make it look like she still has a current one and presented those forged credentials to teach at 2 schools. The Nassau County District Attorney says Clark was scheduled to teach at Adelphi University and the Borough of Manhattan Community College during the upcoming semester. Clark has been terminated from Adelphi, and BMCC put her on leave. The humidity, our weather, the humidity is a bit more bearable today, and we're almost at the weekend, so what's in store? CBS 2's John Elliott with that.
Tell you what, after a big round of storms last night, and by the way, if I seem a little off my game, it's because my dog wouldn't let me sleep last night. I was awake all night. But anyway, after the storms last night, hey, it's been a pretty nice day today. Shaping up. Not quite as hot, maybe a degree or two cooler, but it's less humid. It's a northwest wind, so dew points are a little lower. Feels pretty good. Still a summer day. Tomorrow, not a bad day, but there is a chance north and west, even during the day, where we see a shower. Problem is, Friday night, you're finally going to get around to see Mamma Mia 2. I know. And there's a chance for a shower. Is it even still in theaters? And then we're just stuck with this rut. But Saturday and Sunday, cooler. In fact, high of 82. That's a drop from the peak heat of our last heat wave. And some areas may not even see 80 degrees, but we're going to be dealing with these showers as well, Saturday and Sunday. Today, 89, nice sunshine, falling humidity. Enjoy it. Nice for the beach. Better rip current risk there. Great for baseball if you're going to the game tonight. Tomorrow, not a bad day. It's by tomorrow night, though, we see a chance for a shower here and there. And then, more unsettled Saturday and more unsettled Saturday than we anticipated being Sunday. But Sunday, there's still that chance of rain, and it lingers into the first part of next week. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Suffolk County Police are looking for the person who chopped up part of a golf course in Northport, causing $124,000 worth of damage. Police say the grass on 4 putting greens at Crab Meadow Golf Course was scraped or dug up sometime overnight on July 30th. A $5,000 reward is being offered for any information leading to an arrest. Some New York City school students will be starting the school year with backpacks full of all the stuff they need. CBS 2's John Diaz explains.
It's called Operation Backpack, and let me tell you, these volunteers, they are sticking to that theme because this right here behind me is an operation. They formed an impressive assembly line to pack nearly 17,000 backpacks today and over the next couple of days, and it's all thanks to Volunteers of America Greater New York. About 100 volunteers are packing these backpacks with grade appropriate school supplies, ensuring that every student from pre-K through grade 12 living in New York City homeless and domestic violence shelters are starting school more confident and prepared with one of these backpacks. Now, as you can see, rows and rows of tables loaded with hundreds of thousands of back-to-school supplies include anywhere from pens and pencils to scientific calculators and dictionaries. Now, this year, they've expanded their campaign to include shelters for runaway and homeless youth. Now, this is their 15th year doing this, and they tell me that over the years, they've helped more than 160,000 students. Pretty impressive. Reporting here from Manhattan, John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
Wow, very impressive. The future of Crocs shoes is uncertain. The company just announced it's closing its last 2 manufacturing facilities and that its chief financial officer will resign. 28 retail stores were closed this spring. Crocs said it's closing plants in Mexico and then Italy to simplify the business, but the company did not say what the future production of Crocs shoes will be. The company's new CFO will be Ann Melman, who comes from the Amazon-owned online shoe retailer Zappos. Bitcoin has been catching a lot of attention, and turns out the practical uses are growing. Our cybersecurity expert, Siobhan Gorman, has more in today's Eye on Cyber Safety.
If you've seen the news about Bitcoin lately, you're probably wondering whether it's a scam, a craze, or if it's here to stay. The answer may be a bit of each. But Bitcoin is increasingly finding its way into everyday life.
So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital currency, often called a cryptocurrency, that can be used like other assets to purchase goods and services. The term cryptocurrency can sound suspicious, but it just means the currency has additional security that makes it hard to counterfeit. Bitcoin runs on a technology called blockchain, which stores records of each Bitcoin transaction on a distributed network or ledger system that makes it very tough to hack. Businesses that accept Bitcoin include Microsoft and Overstock.com. You can even purchase groceries at Whole Foods with a gift card purchased in Bitcoin from a company called Gift. If you buy Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, you do need to make sure that you're doing it safely. You can store it on a physical device, like a USB drive, so it can't be swiped online. And if you store your Bitcoin in an online wallet, Make sure you take security precautions like strong passwords and two-factor authentication, which requires 2 forms of verification to access your account.
It's okay to buy cryptocurrency if you're careful, but make sure to take the same online security precautions as you would with other types of digital accounts. With an eye on cyber, I'm Siobhan Gorman.
A train delay turns into a celebration for a bride and groom. CBS 2's Natalie Duddridge has this story.
A bride and groom had a super New York City-style wedding by celebrating their big day on the subway. But this underground party was mostly unplanned. The couple says they didn't intend to wedding crash the number 23 train, but that train got delayed several times, eventually going out of service at 34th Street. So the happy couple decided to make the best of it, singing and dancing to Russian folk songs to the delight of commuters who joined in on the festivities.
The idea was to get married on the Brooklyn Heights Promenade and then take the subway train up to Harlem where our reception was going to be. But what transpired was the subway train became this giant subway party right on the train with people dancing, singing songs to the guitar, just innocent bystanders being brought into like a big dance line.
And what ensued, they say, was the most memorable day of their life.
So far, that is. That's your CBS 2 News update. I'm Dana Tyler in our CBS 2 newsroom. You can always find us at cbsnewyork.com and on our Twitter and Facebook pages at CBS New York. See you later today on television for our CBS 2 News at 6 o'clock. Have a nice day.